Hello, those of you who are watching the replay. Thank you for watching. I am just going to share this video over. We're going to talk about so many things. Well, probably go to so many things. I get some questions in my group, my Women Creating Healthy Lives. So if you're women over 40 and you're noticing your body's changing, right? Like it does at this time, and you're not sure what to do, and you're confused about all the information out there because there is a lot of confusion, conflicting information, especially on dieting and what to eat, then come and join my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives, because that is where I do specific stuff. This is kind of too, but I'm going to share it over there because I like to always bring more people over there. So this way I have exposure to other people who may want to join my Facebook group, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna talk about some questions I've had on my Facebook community from the women, and some belly fat. I had a question today about how to lose the belly fat, and we're talking about, so if somebody has done some yo-yo dieting, and that can kind of screw up your body. How do you know what is right for you? How do you know when you're at your right weight? How do you even know, right? What's the right weight for you? Because, you know, it can be pretty crazy after you've done so much of that to your body, right? Oh, sorry, questions and concerns during this phase of life, right? Okay, we'll see if anybody pops on. I don't know what the better time. I think quite late's a better time to pop on, but I'm seriously going to be putting on my pajamas, taking off my makeup, and then, right, we won't be live streaming. All right, so we'll see if anybody else pops into this. And if you're on the live stream, if you are, watching the replay, you can post your questions and comments below and I will see them, right? So you don't have to be live to ask a question on this video, in this video. Belly fat and other questions. Okay, just gonna edit something on this post. So, well, welcome to those who are watching the replay. Just want to say that. Hello, hello. And, well, belly fat. Let's just talk this. Okay. All right. Where am I now? Okay, good. I guess it's one of those nights. You know, it's been beautiful. It's a beautiful night. So maybe people are outside enjoying the wonderful weather. All right. Now, in this video, I really do want to kind of talk about, I get a lot of questions. I kind of a lot of the questions about how to lose this, how to lose that, how do I know? And there's a lot of conflicting information out there, and I think what screws people up is because there's so many different types of so-called diets, right? Who's watching? Oh, hey, Dorothy. There's so many different kinds of diets. And what I have to say about that is we get caught up in that, right? Because when we go searching for the answer, what we find is all these various diets. Now, the diets are often what worked for that person or people they know, and which is fantastic. So of course they're going to promote or have something about this diet that worked for them. It worked great. It works for people they know, and these are the results they got. That's fantastic. And so some people try it, some people get great results, and then some people don't get very good results. And that is also because it's not the right one for you. So if you're the one not getting results, there's a couple things going on. It's not the right eating way for you because everybody's different. You got to find what works for you. As well, it may be something that is good for women in their 20s and 30s, but doesn't take into consideration someone over 40 who is maybe in some sort of, because of hormones, maybe going through, of course, the hormone fluctuation, which affects how you absorb nutrients. It affects how you process carbohydrates. It affects, The weight gain, right? Hello, those who are dropping in. It affects the weight gain. So it makes it, that's one thing that's so frustrating. So unless it is, so if you're over 40, especially over 45, and you are going through this change, so unless it's something that specifically says this is kind of more geared for women during this phase, then you can take note of that. So you can be like, hey, okay, I see that this way of eating is geared to women my age or in my kind of age group. Great, I'm going to take a look at it. But then you look at that way of eating, and you've got to use common sense too, right? So if you're somebody who knows that meat doesn't really agree with you, that's me. I've known that. And if you don't yet, you will find out if you try keto or paleo, right? So there's diets now, there's keto and there's paleo. And of course, those keto and paleo may be good for some women, but they are not good for others. Hello, let me see who's watching. Lisa, Jolene, hi. You know, so not everything is right for everybody. So I highly encourage you guys to first of all, make sure that if you're trying some sort of eating or diet plan and you're over 45 especially, it's got to be kind of geared to that. And then there is no magic formula. No matter what somebody says, this eating plan works for everybody after this age. That's probably not true. And so what a woman was talking about is she had done a lot of yo-yo dieting, and she had tried so many different diets. And then now she's just really confused. And so she's in my Women Creating Healthy group, so she's probably 45 and over, most likely. And now she was asking, how do I know what works for me? How do I know what is my good body weight for me? How do I know all these things? And so she was kind of like, again, focused on the weight, the number. How do I know what number is right for me, as in weight? And I was going to send her a response, and the response was going to be too long, so I thought I'm going to do a video about it because this is important. Again, there is no magic weight. I don't even know her height. So how would I even, I mean, that doesn't make a difference in the long run, but how would I know what weight she should be? Now, this is where some people's mind may go. What is a good weight for me? Oh my God, there's so many variables, right? So the focus should never, ever be on weight, ever. The focus should always, always, always be on health, bringing proper, healthy balance to your body. And that is really a mind, body, spirit thing. But also, you need to be finding the foods, the nutrients, the things that are going to work for you. And then again, if your body's been kind of screwed up by things, it needs to be brought into balance. So you need to find something that feels good for you. So like I said, if you're somebody who never really seemed to have digested meat or doesn't really like eating meat, why do the keto diet? Because you think you're going to lose weight? No. It's not for you. You already know deep inside, innately, it's not for you. Don't try it just because someone said you will for sure lose weight. And women in middle age for sure lose weight on keto. If it goes against everything you think, don't do it. That means it's not right for you. You need to tap into yourself. That's why so many women don't know what works for them, or have never been successful, as they have never got that mind-body connection. They've never really tuned in and found out how to tap into their inner knowing to get the connection so they know what works for their body. Once you do, you never have to diet again. Once you learn that, you never have to search. You are not confused anymore. This is why it's so crucial to stop listening, or to start listening and researching, but also do what works for you. Figure out what works for you. And that does take trial and error, right? So you're going to try things. Yes, that's right, Dorothy. That's exactly what it's about. She said you become like a detective. And Dorothy definitely is. She totally takes the time you totally take the time to read, to research, to try things. Absolutely. Some people don't. That's always going to keep you searching. If you're somebody who continually looks, tries a little bit here and there, doesn't seem to work, then goes on to the next thing that promises you're going to get results with this thing, and never gives something a good try, or never tunes in and does this really seem right to me? Use your common sense. Does this really feel right to me? I'm going to try a few of these. Does my body like this? Stop waiting for that magic pill that's going to help you become a specific weight. If you're not focused on health, even if you hit a weight, you won't be healthy. that's not the way to live. You probably wouldn't be happy, and you probably will sabotage everything anyways. So that's what I want to say about that. It doesn't matter the weight. The number on the scale should never have anything to do with why you're doing what you do. So you got to put the focus on health, because when your body becomes healthy, that means when you start detoxing from the crap that's in your body, when you consume the foods that are best for your body, and when you begin to work on feeling better about yourself and coming into more of alignment, body, mind, spirit, your body reacts as in feeling so much better. When your body feels better, when your body works better, it starts to balance itself better. And as a result of that, it will start to move you towards the right weight for you. See what I mean? No one outside of you can tell you what your right weight is. And some people, like I've always been very small, slim, and weighed less, like a lot less than a lot of women. But I did gain weight in perimenopause, but I'm 5'2", and I've worked with some clients who are 5'2", who weigh 40 pounds more than me. But that may be closer to what they work well with and what they always have been, you know, or 20 pounds heavier than me. I know there's people my height are for sure absolutely doing fantastic, 15 to 20 pounds heavier than me. It's just, I am super slim, super tiny. I've always been light. I'm only about 103 pounds, right? That is me. But that doesn't mean anybody my height should even be, you know, could be close to that, right? It has nothing to do with what you weigh. It is how you feel and the muscle and all of that. I weighed 123 full-term pregnant. Yeah, see, that's very light full-term pregnant, right? 123. I think I was 125, Dorothy. I think it was 125, my full pregnancy. Yeah. Yeah. That's really light for you. And then the case with belly fat. So I get a lot of questions about how do you lose belly fat? And someone posted in Women Creating Healthy Lives, they posted this video about doing crunches, you know, stomach exercise and how you can blast the belly fat. And I'm like, give me a freaking break. There's no way an exercise will take away belly fat. No. Exercises will tone your body, your muscles. But if you have belly fat on top, you're not going to see your muscles. So you can have nicely toned and shaped muscles, but if you have a whole bunch of belly fat on top, you will not see your muscles. So that's what makes, oh, thank you, Janice. Thank you. That's what makes such a difference. So there's no stomach exercises that you can do to blast the belly fat, sorry to say. It is all what you eat and detoxing. So you can be super, super clean in what you eat and follow, like I was just talking, answering a lady in my group, Women Creating Healthy Lives too, who was talking about she eats super clean, she eats this and that, but still has a lot of belly fat. And I'm like, well, we store toxins. So the food preservatives, the junk food, the fast food, the deep fried food, the foods from restaurants, the sauces, the bottled sauces, the pickles, the jarred food, the canned food, packaged food, all have usually toxins as in preservatives and colorings, food colorings, and all those things. Now, flavorings are biggest culprit too for anything, and lots of bad sodium. So those are like to your body toxins. So your body sees it as things, well, they're not food, you guys. They're not real food. So anything you, so all the products you put on your face, the makeup you put on your face, the body lotions you put on, the fake acrylic nails, all those are toxins that are seeping into your body. And what's happening is toxins cannot be metabolized by your body. They can't be broken down. They can't be used as food. So when your body can't use those as food, can't break them down or anything, what does your body do? It needs to store those toxins, that junk that it can't break down and it can't get rid of fast enough. It stores them in your fat. So the more of those toxins you take in, the more of those preservatives, the more of the junk kind of stuff, the garbage you take in and put on your skin, you get an accumulation of it. Therefore, you need lots of garbage cans. Garbage cans are your fat. So your body stores the toxins in the fat because it helps protect the organs. So once again, you get this more fat buildup, as well as when we're in perimenopause and menopause, our body producing less estrogen. What can produce estrogen? Belly fat. Belly fat puts tons of fat there to help to balance the hormones, right? And that's another reason, because your adrenal glands are tired, so they can't produce the hormones. So there are so many things to belly fat. There are so many layers and levels. But just eating really clean may not do it. If it's not doing it for you, it's probably toxins. Or stress. Yeah, you can't. As stress will cause belly fat, and you won't lose fat when you're under consistent stress. As well as insulin resistance. So belly fat, also insulin resistance. Oh. And insulin resistance is very common in perimenopause because insulin's a hormone and our hormones are being affected, right? Yes, that's right. Absolutely, Dorothy. Yeah. Yeah, estrogen. Yeah, we get exercise reduces inflammation and your chance of cancer by over 50%. Yeah. Over-exercise in midlife will only cause weight gain, probably, and more stress. Because too much exercise, your body stress puts on the weight. It burns out your adrenal glands, and then your adrenal glands can't produce the hormones, so then you need more belly fat to produce hormones. So too much exercise will actually add weight, or you won't release weight. You won't let go of it. So if you're in a stress state continuously, if you're tired, exhausted, too much exercise, too much overexerting exercise will burn you out and will have the opposite effect you want. But doing like strength training, where you're building muscle mass, because more muscle burns fat. So that's also a way. And I wanted to also say to that lady who was saying, if you have never really exercised, have never really weight trained, or somebody who's like, I don't like the gym, I don't like going to the gym. When you were younger, especially, you said that, so you never did. Now you are going to pay the price. Because muscle is needed to shape our body. So when you don't have any muscle, your body kind of turns, as we age, we get gloopy, no shape. The fat just takes this blobby shape. And I am not even kidding. If you do not exercise, you will get like more of a blobby shape, and that sounds really bad, but that's true. If you have somebody who was like weight trained a lot when they were younger and maybe haven't for a bit, and you get back into it, muscle memory, you will probably help get the muscle and the shape back very fast. But if you have never been someone who's weight trained and never liked it and never wanted to, then yes, you are going to be softer, way less muscle, because your muscle in midlife is decreasing at a very, very fast rate. The less muscle you have, the more fat you put on, the more shape. Where you really lose shape, you get like more of a round, kind of heavier shape instead of a toned. You need to get that strength training back. You need to do strength training and eat super clean to get some sort of a firmer shape, or else it just won't happen in midlife. So trying to lose the belly fat is not impossible, because I for sure have clients that have lost quite a lot of belly fat. But if you want to work, and that's eating clean, right? Eating clean. And especially, so they do not feel deprived. Like my clients never feel deprived. They absolutely love the food. They don't get cravings. They feel full. They feel satisfied. Everything's perfect because they are eating the right foods. But also, I was going to say, I lost my train of thought. Yeah. There is a lot of reasons for the belly fat, and there's a lot of things that you can do, but if you don't do some sort of exercising to kind of get your body more into a toned shape, right, that'll also make such a difference. So you don't have to do actual get in and do the weights. You can do some sort of a body weight exercises. I do a lot of squats and lunges in a field, and lunges as I walk, and going up a hill, and there's a lot of things you can do. I mean, some people more into tennis or different types of things. Just get out, be active, do something where you use your muscles, okay? It's very, very, very important. Exercise increases your metabolism. Yep. Yeah. So you got to find what works for you, because there isn't one perfect diet for every. Do not listen to someone telling that their diet's perfect for them and it's for sure going to work for you, because that's never the case. It's always about finding what will work for you. So you got to listen to you, take some advice from other people, try it, tune into you. How does it feel to you? How does that food feel to you? How does that way of eating feel to you? How does your body feel after you eat? And try, if you're feeling good, continue it for a long time, right? Because often change doesn't happen that fast, especially in perimenopause. It can for some, but for others it may take a while. I've had some clients lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, and I've had clients lose 5 pounds in 5 weeks. But at least they've lost and they haven't gained. They never ever gain. They start to lose. But we just don't know where our body's at, or how long it's going to take, or what's in the way of the ability for us to release weight now. Because when you're over 40, over 45 especially, things get super complicated, as in so many things are going on in your body. And that is why I highly encourage seeking out my programs if you're like me. Like if you like the way I teach and you like my philosophy, absolutely actually getting guidance and help for it, because I just had a 30-day program that's ending at the end of June. And I mean, you just see big changes throughout this. So, you know, people can wait a year or two, try to do it on their own, try various things, try 5 things, try 14 things, do this, do that, never follow through, fall off, on again, off again. And waste years, so much frustration, so much time, so much money, when it's so needless. It's about starting with some basics, which is I work with. We start with some basics of healthy eating. That's kind of in every single healthy eating plan, the basics. Plus now, then it's about what's going to work for you, right? Working with you and kind of tweaking and then going, oh, hello, Tiffany. Learning how to connect to what feels right for you, learning to know you again, because oh my God, I cannot sense it enough that if you don't get to know you again and how your body works and how it reacts to things, you will always be searching for the magic answer and never find it and end up very frustrated. Very frustrated. Do you guys have any questions? Do you have any questions? Kathleen's joined. Hi. I know I've talked quite a while already, so you guys can watch the replay. It was pretty good. But does anybody have any questions? Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, Dorothy, you're doing keto. That's good. It works for you. That's really good. Are you eating a lot of meat on it, Dorothy, or just good fats, like more of vegan stuff? Or yeah, it can take years, because it depends on what your body's like. Like, it doesn't have to take years, because I know clients that get results really in 4 weeks, 3 weeks actually. Some have got it my 21-day program, and then some have done my 20-day program twice. Back to meat. Well, it might work for you, right? If it works for you, it works for you. That is what's so important. You know, I know it wouldn't work for me because I can't digest meat very well. So oh my God, I couldn't even, I'd be so constipated. I couldn't go forever. That's great, Dorothy. I'm so happy you're getting results. I'm glad you found something that works for you. And the thing is with keto too, and paleo, if anybody's trying that, really, you guys, get away from conventional meat, because conventional meat has the antibiotics in it. It has the fake estrogen, so it has the estrogen, so it has hormones in it, and that is what contributing to so much weight gain in women and young women is the fast food, the meats, all the hormones and junk that's in those meats. They will contribute to weight gain. So when you have paleo or you have keto, you must contain the organic, grass-fed, all of that, or wild meats for sure, or it'll backfire. It's not going to be good. Yeah, good meat. Yeah, we can get good meat here, so that's really good. Hi, Jan. I think I answered your question. Yes, I did. Tiffany, trying to eat 5 to 6 small meals a day. Not sure if it's working, but feel stable, but my hormones are still hanging on to fat. Yeah, Tiffany, it could be toxins. That's what I watched the beginning of, well, watch this video when I'm finished, because I talked about how important it is to do some detoxing too, because your body, if you eat super clean and you're not releasing the weight, it could be that you're holding on to, you have toxins, right? It could also be stress and weak adrenal glands, could be. And when you're really fluctuating, if your adrenal glands aren't producing the hormones properly, your fat's going to. They're going to hold on to fat, like, because you need your fat to produce hormones in this phase of life. So that's what happens. But also, Tiffany, I'm not sure what you're eating. You're saying 5 to 6 small meals a day, but you could be eating 5 servings of pasta, and that would not be good. So yeah, it's truly supremely important what you eat, and a lot of what you drink and eat in the morning is really important. Really, really important. And almost 100% of the women I talk to have the morning wrong. I'd say 99.9. I don't think I've talked to somebody who starts their morning actually the way that contributes to helping them lose weight. Yeah. During this phase, let me just say that, during this phase of life, because yes, the way certain people start their lives in their 20s and 30s and 40s, breakfast and the way they eat may worked back then, certainly will not work now. Will just not work now. With water, good. Then what do you have for breakfast, or what do you have after that, Jan? Tiffany, organic, good, but what do you eat? Do you eat any starches? What do you have in the morning? Do you have yogurts, which I don't really agree with? That's just on. Do you have oatmeal, which I don't agree with in the morning? Too much fruit. If you're trying to lose belly fat's not good. So yeah, there's not, if you're not having enough fiber, but you probably are, just what you're saying. So yeah, Jen, what do you have in the morning? Avocado. Nope, there you go, Tiffany, right there. No toast. No toast. And not a lot of fruits. There you go, Tiffany. Yeah, if anybody's eating muffins, any type of breads, even gluten-free, scones, anything like that, it's gotta go if you're wanting to lose the belly fat. Too much fruit, gotta go. If you have belly fat now, do not consume much fruit. Yeah. Yeah, Dorothy, full fat coconut milk is fine. Chia. So there's foods you probably should be adding, Jen and Tiffany, that you don't have at all, and those will help. And same with, there's probably things you're eating that may have been good in the past, but definitely are a complete no-no right now. And I can say, I know I say everybody's different, but there's certain things during this phase of life that just will not work, right? Just will not work. That's not bad, Jan. Yeah, that is not bad. Does a smoothie have any, so you're having a lot of fruit in the morning. That's what I see. You're having a lot of fruit. Unless you're, and protein, yes, we need protein, but protein is not, you need more vegetables and greens. Like this whole protein thing just throws me off. Because you get protein in, like the chia, in the hemp, in the greens. And I do agree with some protein powder, but your smoothie has to also have other good things in it, right? Oh, I see, that's in your smoothie. Oh God, cheapers. Yeah, if you're talking about you need greens, you need vegetables, like as much of those as you possibly can, and really, really good healthy fats. Eggs are pretty good, Tiffany. It depends what you eat with them, and I eat quite a lot of eggs now in my life. But chia seeds or chia seed pudding is good, yeah. With coconut milk is good. Yeah, I would cut back on fruit though. If you have belly fat, fruit, what happens is if you have a lot of belly fat, so you're at this person where you've gained a lot of weight in your belly and you need to lose it, what has probably happened at this is you're almost in like a little stage of insulin resistance right now, because the belly fat will kind of create that because your hormones. And so when you consume fruit or simple carbohydrates, then it's not used as energy, it goes right to fat, right to fat, right to fat. But me, at this phase of my life, and some of my clients now, they can start consuming a bit of fruit because they're not in any kind of insulin resistance anymore. They've once you've kind of balanced your hormones, then you can begin to consume something like that again. But at first, those foods like fruits, dried fruits, simple carbohydrates, even oatmeal, starchier carbohydrates, any type of toast in the morning, any type of oatmeal, any type of starchier carbohydrates will go right to fat. Your body's just in that, it's taking it and it's spiking your blood sugar level through. And it's just the way you process carbohydrates if you're in these wild hormone fluctuations. So your body's different. Well, that one is really a green juice, or a juice with less fruit and like celery, cucumber, kale, water, chia seeds, hemp seeds. Hemp seeds and water can make like almost like a milk. Maybe a little bit of fruit like an apple, or a little bit of frozen pineapple, just a bit, or blueberries. And you can use like coconut milk and chia seeds, or water, chia seeds, and blueberries, or coconut milk, chia seeds, and blueberries, like chia gel, which is made with water and chia seeds. Or of course you can have an egg. You can have egg and vegetables for breakfast. Egg and vegetables. I use sauteed greens like kale, collard, spinach with garlic, ginger, and onions, and I saute those and I put an egg on top for brunch. Brazil nuts are fantastic. They are high in selenium, really important for your hormones. So another thing about hormones, I have my waist back. That's good, Jan, but don't seem to lose my baby belly. Any suggestions for how to get rid of fat there? I talked about belly fat at the beginning of during the video earlier. It is what you eat and toxins. Yeah, what you eat and toxins. So you may need to detoxify or doing a juice cleanse or a 5-day juice cleanse and smoothie cleanse. That really helps your body to cleanse that. You can use something like Isogenics cleanse, which really helps with that. So that's good. I don't sell Isogenics, but I totally believe in their cleanse, Isogenics cleanse. Oh, no raisins, Tiffany. Don't have dried fruit. It has such a high sugar content. It's outrageous. So no dried fruit, yeah. Walnuts are great, Tiffany. What you could do is soak them for about 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. Soak your walnuts, rinse them, drain them really well in filtered water always. And then it makes the walnuts, the nutrients in the walnuts bioavailable for your body. So your body's actually able to ingest them better, like break it down better. And also it's easier on your digestion if you soak your walnuts, your nuts and seeds. So make sure they're, of course, raw, not toasted, roasted, or salted. And so then I soak my walnuts sometimes all night, rinse, drain them. Then I leave them in the fridge uncovered, and that helps them to dry a little bit. And I put them in my salads and with veggies. Yeah, salads and veggies. So yeah, frozen, yeah, no raisins, yeah. But nuts and seeds are okay, it's just not too much, right? So another thing for the belly fat and for all of that could be digestive system. So maybe your digestive system is not working that great. That could also be a huge thing. So if you're still consuming dairy, if you're still consuming, of course, any kind of wheat or gluten, even sometimes gluten-free breads and all that can cause that bloating, can cause that extra puffiness there. So you want to try getting rid of those and seeing how your body does and feels. And that might be what it is. When your digestive system isn't working really well, then of course you can have more of a bloated belly and it looks like a fattier belly. So that could be it. There's a lot of levels, a lot of levels to it. But the most important thing is when you focus on whole health, when you focus on all the health, what happens is all your systems begin to work better. Then all those things that were the problem begin to take care of yourself. Your body is very, very, very smart. Your body is meant to heal itself, to adjust. We just don't trust it and listen to it and work with it. We work against our body so much the environment now too, the food, the crap food that's out there is all working against our body. The advertising on TV where it tells you, I scream at my TV sometimes. What are you saying? My boyfriend or my ex watches it. And I can't believe some of the ads and some of the, like the Special K bars. I am sorry, but those are the freaking worst, crappiest. Oh my freaking God. And Boost and Ensure, all of those things are full of crap. Any type of those little things, especially when the Special K's advertise it, it is simple carbohydrates, pure sugar, the stuff that's in them, and that will promote so much fat in your body. They are, I swear to God, they're purposely promoting that to get women fatter, because that's what it's gonna do. Yep, there you go, Jen. How to test to prove it. I was exactly like that. Yep. Magnesium. You need more magnesium too. Yes, Jan. So you want to be, if you still have meat, you want to ask yourself, is meat good for me? Or try being meat free for a week and see how that works. Definitely, I would try like some juice and smoothie days and try and, and meat free for a bit. I don't digest meat, never have. My digestion is very slow, sluggish, always has been since I was in my 20s, actually forever, because I never felt good eating meat or pasta or anything like that when I was young. Anything heavy never really felt good for me, ever. So now I know, wow, it's because my digestive system has always been this way. My digestive system is great on vegetables and greens and vegetables. I can eat those and feel fantastic. So it's really learning what feels better for you, what makes your digest. But then, of course, taking the supplements that help, right? Taking supplements, getting enough good fiber, but not too much fiber. Jan, when I was trying to fix mine, I started with so much flaxseed and these fiber supplements that what happened is they bulked me up. They stopped my digestive system. So I got supremely where I couldn't go to the bathroom for days and I was bloated and felt really horrible. Metamucil made me feel gross. I can't have a lot of ground flaxseed because it just makes me feel terrible. So it's really extremely learning what works for you. That's what's so important, because what we hear out there is the thing to do may not be the thing to do for you. And that's what I help women with on all my programs and coaching, is helping guide them, helping them know what works for them. And it is so true. You know, once you know, you don't have to worry anymore. You just know. And then it's like just tweaking and adjusting and learning how to always know. You know, I have few women who followed me for a long time, and they don't have problems. Like, they just eat with ease, and they just have lost a lot of weight, and they just keep losing. And they've kind of gone against. Most women are gaining and getting bigger and bigger during this phase, and they've gotten smaller, and they're feeling better, and they're looking better and doing amazing. Because when you find what works for you, oh my God, it's amazing what your body can do. It's amazing how it changes, right? So it's not about finding the perfect weight for you. It's about finding the perfect health for you, more or less. So finding what gives you that vibrant feeling, what makes your body feel good, right? That's so important. Right, yeah, that's true. So Jan, yeah, if you have no thyroid, then, well, for one, no thyroid can also make your digestive slower. Because I only have half a thyroid. I only have half a thyroid, and I've never taken thyroid medication. I've taken thyroid supplements, but never medication. But without a thyroid, yes, you have to take something. And that could also interfere with, you know, and especially when you're in perimenopause or menopause, the high percentage, so thyroid produces hormones. So of course, when our hormones are all over like this, thyroid's a gland. So a lot of women during perimenopause, just like during pregnancy, you can end up with the thyroid problem. During perimenopause, you can end up with the thyroid problem too, right? Because your adrenal glands can get tired too. So these things can happen for a period of time. I know Jan is for good, but I mean, for some people, they can, for a period of time, have issues with their thyroid. And then when they're phasing out of menopause and stuff, then all of a sudden it's better if you've taken care of yourself. If someone doesn't start taking care of themselves during this phase of life, it's not a good story. It's like basically you just continue to go downhill, right? Really, really, really a good time to start taking care of yourself is now. Now, you can't put it off. You can't say when you have more time, because that is just, it's not going to get better. It's not waiting for you to have more time. It's not waiting. Your health is not going to wait. And when people say, well, it's too expensive, or I don't have the money to eat this, or I don't have that, one thing I want to say is it's so crucial, because it's not going to be better, right? There are little even things you can do even if you don't have a lot of money, right? It's really about what you can stop eating certain things. That's for guaranteed, right? And I always say, as long as you have a TV in your house, you have the money. Get rid of the TV, get rid of the cable, you'll have a bit more money to buy food. That's my way of looking at things. Tell you. Carb cycling. I don't know too much about carb cycling, Dorothy. You're the one who likes to research all these things. I literally help women find what works for them. I do work with intermittent fasting, which I find for most not everybody, it's not good for everybody, right? Intermittent fasting, but it's great for some people. I find that, see, I don't want to live my life counting this, weighing that, knowing when I have to do this, following a cycle, following how many hours, doing like, okay, what did I eat today? What can I eat tomorrow? And calculating all that. So I don't choose to be like that. I also choose to know that I believe that I can find a way that works for me, where I don't have to count calories, where I don't have to do this, where I don't have to do all the work, that can be easy, simple, and great. And my clients find the same thing. I know there's this carb cycling, I know all these different other ways, but you know what? It's not necessary unless you believe it's necessary. Because there again, it's trusting something else beyond your inner wisdom. But of course you have to develop that inner wisdom, which takes balancing your body to some extent so you don't have the overwhelming cravings, so your body isn't in insulin resistance. So it is following some sort of a plan or some sort of a guidance at first until you're able to tap into more what your body. Yeah, going by feel instead of thought is exactly it, Dorothy. Very good. Yeah, and 16 hours is fantastic for intermittent fasting, and you can start less. Also, I choose what days I do it. I don't do it every day. Some days I'm hungry in the morning, so I'll eat. Some days I know I can do it. I'm like, okay, I think I'll do it today, right? Every body's different. So yeah, what I say the most is getting to know your body and following its wisdom. But that just takes a little bit, right? It takes a little bit of guidance, learning how to do that for sure. Is there any more questions? I've been on for a while here. This is great. 40-some minutes. Woo! I've answered a lot of questions, so if you've just popped it on kind of late, watch the beginning of the video when it's down, because I've talked about quite a few things there. You have too much in it. Oh, Dorothy, I'm so happy for you. That's great. You know you're eating in a way that is right for your body. When you have that energy, when you feel good. And also energy comes from our passion in life, our happiness in life, our joy in life, and feeling, having faith and feeling like things are possible for us. So that is good, right? Oh, Dorothy, Tiffany, there's many, many, many ways to detox. There's even herbal detoxes you can buy at a store. There's, like I said, I don't know many product detoxes, except I know Isogenics detox is really, really good. And I myself just did like juices and smoothies and water, and I did colonics, and I did herbal detoxes. I did a candida detox. Oh, I tried a lot of things 10 years ago. That's when I did all my stuff, right? And then of course you eat, once you detox, then you eat really clean. You don't eat things with preservatives. You don't eat things with chemicals. You don't eat packaged food, fast food, bottled food. I mean, I have a little bit maybe now, but I know that too much is just going to cause more of a toxic buildup in my body, right? You can start with a teaspoon and move up to 2 teaspoons, Jen. Depends on maca. I'm not a fan of maca flavor, but camu is fantastic. Oh, I could even use half a tablespoon of camu in my smoothie if you want to. Maca, it's flavor. And it's also, watch, if you feel like, start slow with maca because it can have an effect on your endocrine system, your hormones. So start slow with maca, Jan, like a half a teaspoon, then a teaspoon, and then notice how it makes you feel. Am I feeling a little off? Am I feeling a little weird, right? Because it can. So you really don't want to jump into it too much, but you want to start a bit at a time, and that's probably works. Goji berries are great. I put them in my smoothies. They taste pretty good in smoothies. Depends on what kind of detox, Dorothy. Depends on what kind of detox. Yeah. That can depend. That depends on what kind of detox it is. I mean, juices and smoothies, so you can do it once a week. You can have a whole day where you just do juices and smoothies. Some people do a 20-30 day of juices and smoothies, you know? Right? But you got to use organic stuff there. And then, like I said, I haven't tried the isogenic detox, but I know it's really good. I know so many people that have had fantastic results from it. And it's a nutritional detox. So a nutritional detox is really good. So you're taking good, you're also taking in really good nutrients the whole time. Plus you're cleaning out, right? So it's really important to replenish your body with good nutrients. Not just not eat. That's not a detox. Whereas then eat crap food, right? Sometimes it is, Dorothy. Sometimes it is, even if you eat pretty good food. You start to feel sluggish. You start to feel heavy again. It's the toxins in our environment, the stuff we breathe in, the stuff that's in the air. Probably not always eating perfect. Your body may get, magnesium's great. Yeah. Magnesium will help you with your muscles for one, but it also helps if someone has any type of constipation. Magnesium's really good. Just buy a good brand. Please don't buy the cheap stuff. And if anybody's having a lot of issues, I suggest going to see a naturopath. Go see a natural doctor, not your regular doctor, because, you know, regular doctors are great for if you break your leg, you need an operation. You want to get some tests done just to make sure that there's nothing serious going on with your digestive system. There's no blockages, there's no cancer, things like that. Very important to get checked out. Very important. But then to get supplements or to get certain herbal things, then a naturopath or a herbalist or Chinese doctor, things like that. I checked out them all. And I went to acupuncture and I got energy work done. I did everything I could to help bring my body back into balance. The body is you. It is you. It is your life. How you live your life, how you feel, what you do in your life is all completely determined by your health. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, you're not going to be able to enjoy it, right? So I highly, highly encourage people to really think seriously about that. You know, I've simplified my life. I have sold a lot of things. I did, like when I was in perimenopause and I took all those supplements and did all that energy work and did all the acupuncture and saw all those natural doctors, you guys, I went into debt. Of course I did. Of course I did. Because I wanted to feel good. I wanted my health to be good. I wanted to still be feeling great at 55 that I am, and I want to still be feeling great at 65. And I still want to be doing things at those ages. So it's worth it. I'd rather have good health than a nice car. if I had to make the choice. I'd rather have good health than a freaking TV. I can tell you that 1,000 gajillion percent. So if you can't, you know, people who say they can't buy organic food or they can't, then don't watch TV. Take away your TV and take away your cable. There you go. You save $100 to someone a month. I don't know. I'm just saying that, right? It's just like, I totally know there's some people that, you know, are struggling, and I respect that. I'm not making fun of that. Yeah, I want it all too, Dorothy. I know we shouldn't limit ourselves, and that's what I'm not going to anymore. All right, guys, it's been fantastic talking to you. This was great. If you're not part of my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives on Facebook, get in there. I do more in there. I'm doing a little more on my regular Facebook just to kind of see if I can pull more people. Like if there's more people who, a lot of you guys, I get like hundreds of friend requests for my personal, Diana Marchand, but I know they're following me for my business. So I want to say to them, this is my personal, but I post way more in Women Creating Healthy Lives. That's where my group is. That's where I want to help you. So pop in there. Pop in there. Right away, as soon as I sign off, Jan. Yeah, it'll be, and it's in Women Creating Healthy Lives and then also my personal Facebook. And I think, and you're in Women Creating Healthy Lives, Jan, yeah. All right, ladies, it's been a pleasure. And I'm going to be doing some more things in July. So here you go. I'm going to be going to Bali, but I'm also going to be having programs in July. So don't tell me summer's not a good time. Summer is the best time to get on a healthy eating journey. The best time. And yeah, I'm just going to be pumping out more programs as time goes because, oh my God, the success I see the women have, how easy and pleasurable they find it, as in, it's just like, you guys just got to do it. You got to do the programs because your questions get answered and you totally, truly understand what works for you. And it's just such a better way of doing it. Okay, take care. Enjoy your night. Thanks for watching. Share the video. If you feel that you won't know people who want to watch this, please share. I always forget to say that. Please share. And I also have videos on YouTube, Diana Marchand. All right, bye-bye.